Okay, welcome to another weekly update. So I guess I'll start off with the good news. The past 30 days, so the month of June, we sold 12K, around 12K in services. So it was more or less the first official full month, full 30 days. And the amount of services sold was around $12,000, which is good. I'm not really that satisfied because it was only from one profile. It was only for me. I guess I myself also bought some services, but most of the sales, I guess 99%, came from me, which is, I guess, natural because, like I said in the previous video, I was funneling people from that other marketplace and funneling some of my older clients to Vetted. So it's only natural that the initial couple of first sales go to my services. So yeah, 12K, I'm happy with the number, but now it's time to replicate and try to replicate that to a couple of more sellers so that I'm not the only one making money with Vetted, because that's not the goal at all. But it's a good thing because it means that there are buyers on the platform, and it means that since these buyers are here and spending 12K in services, they're likely to eventually spend some of their money in other people's services. So it's good because we have the money, we have people purchasing from other people, in this case just me, but it means that there are buyers on the platform, that people are using the platform, and that's always good. Again, this was the first month of full first month, I guess we can call it that, of I guess where people knew about the platform, and where we actually went crazy because I did some discounts for my followers. That's why we saw these 12K in this short period of time. But it's always good. But like I said, it's time to replicate these to other sellers as well. The Facebook ads are still running and people are clicking on them. We're spending $20 a day, which is really not that much. Like I said in the previous video, we're not running ads with pixels, we're just running traffic ads. But next week, hopefully, we'll have the pixel installed on the. I still have to decide where I want to put it, but we'll be able to have much more targeted ads and be able to track the conversions much more easily. So that's great, and I'm looking forward for next week to get this started. Then, as I'm reading here some notes I have of things that happened throughout the week. Yeah, still in regards to ads, if when we add the pixel, basically it's just a matter of knowing that if we can acquire a client for, let's say, $2-3, and we know that that client ends up being worth $5-10 through the lifetime value of the client, so the LTV, we're able to basically print money. So if we know we need to spend $2 to make 5 back, we can just throw $2 at Facebook or at Google or wherever, like clockwork, and make this work indefinitely to some extent, because I know that when you scale up the ads, this is not that simple. I also want to be running some search ads. We're going to go over some some Google and Bing ads, so some search ads, because I think I mentioned this before, but looks like search ads are better for to attract demand, and Facebook's or social media ads are better to attract supply. Sorry, I ran out of space on my phone. But as I was saying, yeah, search ads have search intent, so people are actually searching to buy services, so they have a buyer intent behind them. So yeah, I guess we'll start those next week as well and see where we go from there. And I don't want to spend too much on ads right now. I want to be able to grow this as organically as possible right now, because it's working. If I was able to make one seller do 12K in 1 month, even if it was me, I guess we will be able to do it with other sellers as well, without spending too much on ads, because I think it's possible, taking into account the connections I have and the people I know in this industry, and the people I can reach with just word of mouth and organic growth. Because if we have like 20 sellers or 50 sellers making 10K a month each, that's 200K a month, which it's, of course, we as a platform don't make 200K profit. Our margins are quite slim, but our focus now isn't as much to make as much money as possible. it's just to get the ball rolling and get users and get people to buy and sell on the platform. Of course, we want to make money and we take a commission off of each sale. And it's slow, it's 10%. But then, of course, in the future, we'll have other methods of monetizing the platform. Of course, the fee will always be there, but we'll, of course, have other monetization methods planned to grow the platform and make money, of course. But again, right now, the focus is to just grow the user base and, again, buyers and sellers. And yeah, building a marketplace, it's crazy. I mean, it's crazy difficult. We have to focus on so many things. We have to focus on the demand, making them happy. You have to focus on the supply and making the supply happy. Then you have support, you have bugs, you have development costs. You have a bunch of stuff to focus on. And yeah, it's definitely not easy. It's crazy every day. A lot of things to do. But yeah, we just gotta push through it. And making these 12K this month was great. But I know I'm aware that it'll take a lot of time to get this going, making actually some real money with it. But like I said, we're focused and we're working every day to make it happen. And at times I get a bit demotivated because I go on Twitter and I see, I know this is not 100% true, but I see a lot of people making a ton of money with e-com. You see these screenshots everywhere. Some might be fake, some might be true, but you see some that look true from e-com. And I think, man, that's so much easier. Of course, it has its challenges. Of course, it's not easy to run any kind of business. But yeah, our margins as a marketplace are much lower than any other normal e-com business, which means that we have to focus on volume, which, to be honest, it's something we don't have right now. We don't have enough volume to make the business actually make money. Of course, out of these 12K, the business took some money home, but it's not enough to make it profitable. So as a marketplace, it's a numbers game. It's all about volume, volume, volume. So that's what we want to do right now. We want to increase the volume as much as we can, keeping in mind that we don't want to lose the focus on being a premium marketplace and, of course, not accepting everyone that registers. And even while accepting some people to register, some marketers, refusing some of their services because they're not aligned with what we want Vetted to be. So to some extent, we're hindering our growth at the start, but I feel like it's a necessary evil because by slowing down the growth in this beginning phase, by not allowing everyone to join, we are thinking more long-term because on the long run, we'll be able to say that we have a marketplace that's full of actual talented marketers, which other marketplaces can't say the same. And just to finish off, we have, as you know, two developers. We have Luis and Afonso. Luis is working part-time and will finish working in about 2 weeks. So then between then and beginning of first week of August, which is when me and Afonso will be going to Bali and spend a couple of months there working together from a villa, fully focused on there. So between us going to Bali and in about 2 weeks, we won't have Luis part-time. We'll have Afonso, but he's less than part-time. But this is to say that we are a tech product. We need developers to be working full-time. So even though Luis is helping out and solving bugs and adding features where we need them to and helping us out with the platform, we learned that having a developer part-time is not good enough to, at least in this beginning stage, it's not good enough. But yeah, the next developer we hire will be full-time because we are super dependent of when Luis is available to work. We never know which hours a day he's working. And this is not his fault. This is just the reality of part-time work. So yeah, but another thing I want to say is that between about 2 weeks, 1 week's time, and when we go to Bali on August, first week of August, we will be without a developer of sorts, and I guess I'm not sure how that will work. We'll always have a phone if we need something urgent, but we won't be able to add any features and work on anything new. So yeah, I just wanted to say and throw that out there. Yeah, I guess final thoughts, we're growing. We have one seller making 12K a month. It's me, but I mean, the buyers are there. People are using the platform, and I guess we just have to replicate that to other buyers. And yeah, it's not easy running a marketplace. At times, I kind of regret creating a marketplace and maybe not try maybe have not tried anything a bit easier like e-com or like a product. But yeah, I think it'll pay off, and as soon as we get the ball rolling, this will be much easier to handle. Because as of now, and I think that's what happens all the time on startups. Basically me, I have to do a bit of everything, and it gets a bit chaotic, and you're not sure what to do or when to do it. And you have to do everything. You have to talk with customers. You have to do everything and anything to keep the boat floating. So yeah, it's definitely stressful. But with the help of Afonso and not Luis is leaving, but with the help of Afonso and him working full time for the next couple of months, I think we'll be couple of months. Sorry, I think we'll be on the right track. And yeah, that's it for this week's update. Thank you for the, I think maybe 50 people now that watch these. I'm not sure who you are, but just comment below, say hi, say something. I'd love to know who you guys are and girls. And yeah, I'll see you next week. Cheers.